In this section, we're going to talk about the Retrospect preferences. So we go to Configure and go to Preferences, and we start at the very top under the General option. This allows you to specify the maximum number of execution units that are available in your copy of Retrospect. A default value will display here based on the amount of memory you have. If you have 2 gigabytes of RAM, then you'll see it at a value of 8, which is the maximum number of execution units. The next two items refer to items that appear inside of your activity monitor. These are the maximum number of events you'll see for execution history and the actual event tab. So when we look in the activity monitor and we go to the history tab, those settings in the preferences regulate the maximum number of items that appear in this list. Let's go ahead and look at the schedule option. We can specify the look ahead time. This tells Retrospect not to close automatically if you have two scripts scheduled within 12 hours of each other. We also have a schedule button here that allows us to specify a range of hours that all of the scripts are allowed to run within. So as an example, I can set 6 p.m. as the start time for all scripts and the stop time as 5 a.m. That way you do not have any scripts running during normal business hours. This will override all other scripts within the Retrospect software. Security. This is where you can configure Retrospect with a password. So when a user opens Retrospect, they have to re-enter that same password. If they want to stop a script execution, they would also need to enter that same password. We also have an option related to automatically running Retrospect as a specified user. These settings are also displayed when you open Retrospect the very first time. We will discuss these options in a little bit more detail when we configure SQL and Exchange. Startup. Enable Retrospect Launcher Service. Retrospect has a service in the Services Control Panel which automatically opens the program for scheduled executions. You can turn off the automatic launcher service by unchecking that top box. If you uncheck the launcher service, Retrospect will not be able to run automatically for scheduled backups. If you do launch Retrospect manually, scheduled backups will then begin to run. You typically would like Retrospect to automatically open, so we leave this turned on. We can also uncheck the automatic launch Retrospect option if we'd like. It will do something very similar to disabling of the launcher service, but the launcher service will remain in the Services Control Panel. We also have quit actions. After a scheduled backup, you can tell Retrospect to either log off, restart, shut down, or stay within the Retrospect program. Automatically reuse named media. This is a very important option so that if you're doing a recycle backup, Retrospect will automatically use the first member of the backup set. As an example, 1-backup set A. If you uncheck this box, then when a recycle backup takes place and you reinsert 1-backup set A, Retrospect will ask you to confirm that you'd like to reuse that pre-named media. Handling. There's a few options in here which can be useful for you. One is automatic retention tapes, and this is only appropriate for some tape drives. You can also tell Retrospect to eject your tape or disks when quitting the program following a backup. Media request timeout. This allows you to configure Retrospect to time out after a media request window has displayed for an extended period of time. If you do not have the correct media in the drive, that may tie up a specific execution unit, preventing it from running. So by using the media request timeout, Retrospect will give up after the specified amount of time and then allow other executions to run on that same execution unit. Automatic skip to blank media allows you to insert a blank piece of media at any time, even if the previous piece of media is not full. Alerts. Retrospect will display check script dialog boxes when you quit the program. It can also display a dialog box if Retrospect has crashed. You can specify the maximum size of the operations log in this window. The maximum size you can have is 99 megabytes. You can also configure Retrospect to export the backup report so that it can be used with Reports Watcher. And then the bottom option here is email notification. You can configure Retrospect to send you emails for either successful or unsuccessful backup events using the mail server information that you can enter here.